The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. He's going to bring it out. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Roberts. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. Shakes off the tackle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, BYU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense lining up for a first down play. He leaves it with his back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Looking left. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy
fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Grabs it in the middle. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar! Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Touchdown, Cougar. defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Sooner offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a big gain. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll ride Davis here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Makes the grab down the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide out in motion. Toss sweep to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
To the air, it's Arnold. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. And BYU will get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before. He gets down to the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
Number 3 in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
BYU 35, Oklahoma.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
At the 15, and your Oklahoma Sooners will take over first and 10.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. From the red zone, looking for a man. He'll get rid of it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Quarterback will audible. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And back to the air on second down. Fires left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. Interception of the day.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. One more snap coming before halftime. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got a man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Grabbed in the middle. It's sharp. And And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Cougars! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 0.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Coming out with it, it's Thompson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Sooners want to move quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude has had.
Touchdown Cougars, and the pummeling has started. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
2nd down after that incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to pick up a first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, BYU 49, Oklahoma 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And goal, Sooners.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
At this rate, the offense is going to be lucky to kick a field goal. 2 straight plays down by the goal line, 2 straight sacks. What is going on?
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Burks. And he'll be brought down.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard 4th down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying aggressive to try to get a touchdown?
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll go to the air. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooner. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Off the RPO, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And now on second down for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over. First and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously.
And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Is another first down for the offense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
One more play to pad the stats. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.